Thanks for joining 6 on Your Side. I'm Roland Barris in for Don tonight. We begin with an update to a story that we've been following closely for you. Through Finding Hope, we have spent the last 2 years delving deep into the fight against opioid addiction in our communities. And that fight is why Governor Brad Little tasked an advisory group to provide recommendations related to the issues. Anna Silver shows us why one of those recommendations is now about finding resources for rural communities.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and I think we have to look at the bigger picture in ways we can stop this before it ever starts.
Governor Brad Little wants to help solve the problem of opioid use and addiction in Idaho. And to do it, he's tasking his Opioid Advisory group with finding key answers, like best practices in other states, policies directing law enforcement, and mandating the reporting of overdose deaths. Ann Lawler, executive director for the Idaho State Board of Medicine, says she hopes to gain information on what options they have to help with the crisis.
I would love to see more patients and families be educated about the issues with opioids so that when they are seeing a provider, one of our licensees, that they know the questions to ask as well.
She says one of her biggest concerns is having limited resources in such a rural state.
It is hard to attract providers to the state who are expert in this, and actually I believe we don't even have a single addictionologist board certified in the state. And we have a very small number of psychiatrists, for example. So the problem is for treating opioid use disorder, substance use disorder, we don't have the resources we need. So we need to figure out how to get those professionals to come to Idaho, and not just to be in the large urban areas, but also out in the rural areas.
Rural areas like Plummer, Idaho, on the Coeur d'Alene Indian Reservation.
Before addiction sets in is one of our primary focuses for health in our community. So those are the kinds of things we'll be bringing back, lessons learned and other innovative modalities that we can implement on the reservation. But it's an exciting discussion and one that I'm very proud to be a part of.
Anna Silver, 6 on Your Side.
There are 3 more meetings taking place in February, April, and in June.